Okay then guys, what we're going to be doing now is stripping down the Triumph Traffic Master. This one I'm going to use for the lightweight resto mod, and this is going to be everything taken off the bike which is steel. So that's the cranks, the pedals, the axle stand, steering archer hub, the steel wheels, steel seat post, steel seat clamp, steel brakes, our steel clamp. Right then, so here we go on the cranks. Now don't forget, mind, passenger side, this is going to be a left hand thread. Use your spanner. As you can tell, I already cracked them off. Done the same mistake as I done the first time with the Superb. So that's the first bonus of learning from your mistakes. So it's pedals off, and I might even actually be able to use this crank if it's the right length on the Superb, which I had to hammer off. So we'll see how these go in part 2. Okay, next stage now is cotter time. Same old, break out the WD-40, give it a good soak in. If it's particularly dry and rusty like this one is, leave it for at least a few days and soaking it regular to make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies. So give it a good thorough lubing. So we're going to try and crack this off now, see how she goes. Oh, that's kind of nice. Now, we don't take our nut all the way out. We try it first and give it a tap with a hammer to see if the pin will move at all. Alright guys, we give her a tap with a hammer, she didn't move at all. So we give her a light tapping all the way around the pivot of the crank to free up any debris. And now we're going to go for the good old fashioned windy offy, poppy outy. Right then, after a little bit of grunting, our cotters are now out and our arms are off. Cotter's up on the other side, I'll show you that now. Okay, so that's his cotter out on this side. I'm not kidding you, this one came out like a bullet out of a gun. I was squeezing it and squeezing it, compressing it. She didn't move, nothing, then bang, she went off literally like a missile. So learned my mistake. I should have left the nut on this side. I didn't. I should have done. It ricocheted around the room like a torpedo. So right, next step now then. Wheels, mudguards, and the rest of the stuff off. Here's our seat post. Let's see how easy she comes out. Leave our head bearing. You can see here, again, I've had a lubing, soaking in WD-40 for about a week. This bike has been soaking. So it's not something I just squirted and done, but she's been constantly being worked on and fettled with all week as the operations go on. Right, we're going to disconnect the cables and all now, and that's going to be the next step. Next step then, mounting big pair of grips. She's coming. We're not salvaging these. Like I said, we got alloy bars now to go on. We just want to get everything off as quick as we can. Okay then, so that's our grip saw, our brake levers. We're going to try now with the head bearing or handlebars, and let's see how this little soiree goes. If I remember right, you shouldn't pull, that's right. There's a spring down in the bottom down here which stops the handlebars from lifting too high. So next step then, pick the bike up, drop the wheel out, take the mudguard and the stabilising bolt out, and we can drop the spring out then, which stops the forks from lifting out. Right then, so we're going to take the front caliper off first before I drop the wheel out. If you look here, the cables are extremely rusty. We can get new cables for the front, that's no problem at all. So we're going to destroy the front cables or get rid of them, because the rear cable, when I cut through it, it just went like way far, it just went ping straight through. So we have new cables on the front as well. Voila. Okay then guys, so once you've got your wheel dropped out and your mud guards off, undo the bolt at the back, one nut at the back, and you're left with assembly complete at the front with the steering lock head, which locks against this shim around you, which is welded on to stop you from oversteering. Now, inside here is a spring which is connected to your quill shaft to your handlebars. So that now needs to be taken out. So quite simply, take your assembly and bring it out. So your assembly is out, your cables are off. On the inside here now is a spring. And there we are. And this spring was stopping us from taking out the handlebar shaft. This is in quite good condition. We might use this on the other Raleigh 20. See how she cleans it. Right, next stage is done. Removing the rear caliper. Make sure you undo the inside of the nut, not the outside of the bolt first. It's an extremely fragile bolt mounting. As you can see here, mine is sheared off completely. It's just as well we're not reusing the brakes, because I'd have to source another one basically, but I'm not reusing the brakes anyway, so I'm not worried. So next step now then, mud guards off, bring the wheel forward, drop the wheel out, chain off, front derailleur, front chainring, mud guard, and we are stripped. Okay then guys, here I am now just splitting the chain. What I use for that is a small electrical or glasses screwdriver to get into the hook of the C-clip behind, and just hook it in behind and flick it over the front, and then I just get in from the bottom end and tap it down through. Doesn't always work, but with these links, because they're old and it working in dark like I am, it's night time now, it doesn't show very well. Even I need the old spectacles to see exactly where I'm getting at on the chain. Once you've got her off then, so here's our link here, the next step then is getting the actual links apart. Again, using a small glasses screwdriver to get in between the links. He said. And you can then leave them apart a little bit. And actually then get your chain split and look at cleaning your chain to make it better to go back together. If it doesn't go back together, it's also make excellent spares and links for another chain. Okay then guys, so as I said, this one, the Polar, she's going to be a resto mod. So next thing I'm going to do is now, I'm going to do it on this video because she's running on a little bit now. Remove the bottom bearing, remove the cap on the front, because the plastic collar comes out nice and easy on the front. And the bolt comes straight out. And clean all the frame down. Now, all the frame's in good condition with no scratches or real rust in the frame. I want to do a nice respray on it. I was thinking, can you guys remember Jaguar Formula 1 green? It was a lovely emerald green. I think I'm going that with the bike. Maybe a copper bronze. Because I'll see how I feel. Once I got the bearings out and I got it stripped down, we'll see which way we go with it. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Hit the old like, share and subscribe. Catch up with me on the next one. And we'll see where we go. If you want me to see me doing the bearing on camera or the headset, let me know. Just message below. Okay, guys? And if there's anything I dusted over you want to see, just mention below. Thanks and bye bye.